Lesson 29, we are going to be talking about cross sections. So, first of all, we need to kind of talk about, well, what is a cross section? A cross section is when a 3D figure is cut by a plane. So, it's kind of like if you have a cake and you have a knife and you're slicing your cake. Wherever you are cutting your cake, like say you cut it in half, that would be your cross section. So wherever that happens, it is called a cross section. And there are two things you need to know about cross sections, and that is these two things right here, which is a 3D figure has infinitely many cross sections, meaning that there are infinite places where you could take that figure and slice a piece of it off, and all cross sections are going to be 2D. Okay, so you're going to have a 2D figure. So here's kind of what that could look like. So we have this triangular prism, and that plane is that big, long, almost paper-like slice. And this shape in the middle, this down here, is what we see. Okay, so we want to know which image shows the cross section formed by the cut, and that would be this dark blue. So the dark blue image is going to show the cross section that is formed. So again, if I were to take that big blue paper and kind of flip it, do a 90-degree turn, I would have a completely different shape, right? It's kind of cool when you think about it, because there's a bunch of different shapes that you can get from any shape that you have. So kind of cool thing about cross sections. I always personally, I always think of like pizzas or cakes or even a pie. Pie is something, I don't know why my brain always goes to food, but so the image that we would have would be this, whoops, this triangle. That triangle would be the image. So here again, we want to know what image is shown by this cross section, and the image that's shown is going to be this rectangle inside. So this rectangle would be the image of the cross section here. It's pretty simple stuff. Now we want to know what shape is the cross section. So it's kind of slanted, which makes it have these two sides that are longer than this one. So if I were to draw this, it would kind of look like this. And this shape is called a trapezoid. So this cross section would form a trapezoid. Next one. So next one, we have this one here that cuts through a cube kind of on an angle, and this one looks really cool. This cross section has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, right? So 6 sides. Do you remember what this shape would be called? Hopefully it's not an octagon. Octagon is 8, right? So hopefully when you are looking at this shape, you see 6 sides. So you go, oh, that's a hexagon, because this would be a hexagon. And if you ever forget, remember you can type into Google different types of shapes, and this one will pop up and it'll say hexagon. So remember, you can always use Google to help you out. And that's all I have for cross section. So it's pretty simple stuff. If you have questions on it or want some extra help, let me know. Have a wonderful rest of your day.